Yo, shout out to JR Wisdom and shout out to the lady that is in this video. Ladies, listen up.
If a man asks me for my number, I'm going to give it to him. I don't care what he look like. And if I don't like him, I'm going to throw an extra razzle-dazzle in there and be like, yeah, make sure you text me right now or in the next 5 minutes, but don't play with me. Y'all act like the block button don't exist. Do y'all know there are men out here unaliving women because they don't want to give their number up to these men? Baby, I don't care what you look like, how aggressive you came at me. You about to get this number. I was at the gas station, and tall dude with dreads walked up to me and said, let me get your number. Not asking me, can he get my number? Oh, baby, he demanded it in a nice way. And even though he wasn't my type, I still gave him my number and smiled and said, make sure you text me in the next 5 minutes. Don't play with me. And he walked off smiling. Okay? I love my life. I love my future. I love my purpose. And I'm not going to allow pride or ego to get the best of me in that moment.
Is it that serious out here? This is crazy.
If a man asks me for my number, I'm going to...
So, JR Wisdom, it's that serious. Here's the thing, y'all. I told y'all a story last year and earlier this year about a young lady that went out with her family and friends in Detroit, right? A family of friends gathering at a club, everybody having a good time. And then this bum-ass, decrepit man that probably, not a man, demon, that probably got 5 or 6 baby mamas, 2 girlfriends, and filled with STDs, right? Knowing that he ain't nothing, going to walk up to this young lady in the club and ask her for her number. She tells him, no, I'm married. So what he decides to do is take out a gun and shoot her right in the head. So what this lady just said, I think it's safe to say, ladies, y'all might have to do that. I think it's safe to say that give the number out or give a fake number out. Because these dudes, they not men. They are living, walking demons. So y'all got to understand, a lot of these dudes done woke up on the wrong side of the floor because they can't afford no bed or they got an air mattress and the air just won't hold. I've been there before. I had an air mattress before and the air kept going out. But that's besides the point. A lot of these dudes wake up on the floor. They wake up on the wrong side of the floor because they haven't got no good night rest. And then they go out here and try to wreak havoc on innocent people. What type of mind frame you have to when a female tells you, no, I'm married, I'm good, and then you take a gun and take her out, take her life? What type of mentality do you got? On the real, I think that this justice system in America is broken. I used to say that, prison is hell and nobody really should be there except for chomos and, violators. But there are guys, there are demons, right? That do need to be in prison, that need to be dogged out in prison. So you mean to tell me that you approach a woman to basically because you just want to sleep with her, you really just want to have sex with her, right? And then she tells you no, and then you take her life? What else is you dealing with? What's up with these dudes? Is all these dudes really homosexuals and they commit these crimes to go to prison to let their hair down and be who they really are? Why did you have to take that young lady's life? And every year, I'm going to keep retelling that story because there might be some demon that wakes up on the floor because he ain't got no bed, right? And he might decide that he want to go to the club and fornicate. And because a girl ain't feeling him because she can tell that He ain't her type. He ain't got a job. He ain't got no goals. He ain't got nothing going for him. And she don't want them problems. And then for her, in return, he takes her life. And y'all got to excuse me for looking real rough right now. I'm real rough around the edges right now because I've been working. I've been doing these skits. I've been working on these movies. I've been trying to raise these funds for some other projects. I'm Dante looking crazy and rough right now, but I got to get these videos out, right? The whole point of this whole entire video is to bring awareness to these situations. Matter of fact, just in case if y'all didn't hear what she said,
Give it to him. I don't care what he look like. If a man asks me for my number, I'm gonna give it to him. I don't care what he look like. And if I don't like him, I'm gonna throw an extra razzle-dazzle in there and be like, yeah, make sure you text me right now. Or in the next 5 minutes, boo, don't play with me. Y'all act like the block button don't exist. Do y'all know there are men out here unaliving women because they don't want to give their number up to these men? Baby, I don't care what you look like, how aggressive you came at me. You about to get this number. I was at the gas station, and tall dude with dreads walked up to me and said, let me get your number. Not asking me, can he get my number? Oh, baby, he demanded it in a nice way. And even though he wasn't my type, I still gave him my number and smiled and said, make sure you text me in the next 5 minutes. Don't play with me. And he walked off smiling. Okay? I love my life.
you got to trick these dudes. It's a shame that these demonic dudes done took it this far. They done took it this far that women don't even feel safe of saying, no, I'm not interested. Women now have to tell these cats, yeah, call me in 5 minutes. You better call me. Like she's super interested in this guy when he know he ain't nothing. I remember this Bible verse, right? It was a parable where Jesus spoke about the wheat and the tars, right? And his story went like this. It was the owner of the house had a farm, right? And he put all the good seed out there in the field. And then when he went to sleep, his servant came and woke him up and said, hey, didn't you plant good seed out here? He said, yeah. He said, but then why is there weeds in the midst of the wheat? And he said, the enemy did this. And so the servant said, yo, well, I'm just going to go out there and rip them out. He said, no, don't do that because they join together at the root. Let them grow together. And then at the harvest, we're going to separate them. The wheat, I'm going to store up and put it in my house. And the rest of it, we're going to bound it together and throw it into the fire. That right there is the answer to when people say, why do God allow evil to exist? Why do God allow demonic people to do the things that they do? Hopefully that helped y'all right there, that little parable from the Bible. At the end of the day, y'all, I always tell y'all, in the midst of all this craziness that's going on in this world, you better make sure you are a Noah. And for the people that don't know who Noah is the guy that God saved him and his family when he flooded the earth. And for you cats that like to play military mind games and say, yo, Dante, why you got the rainbow clouds in the back? Nah. Speaking of Noah, y'all do know that the gay community hijacked the rainbow from God, right? See, God, when he flooded the world, he made a covenant between animals and human beings that he had never flood the world again. And that covenant was the rainbow in the sky. And unfortunately, the gay community hijacked God's promise and put it on a flag. But this right here, they just clouds. And I just like the way they look, plain and simple. And there ain't no extra agenda that's going on here. Y'all know what it is. Y'all hit that like button and share this video. Hopefully it might save somebody's life. And hopefully a demon might think twice before doing what he do when a chick tell him no.